Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm super excited that we can kick off the new series of Golden Ticket artist and jury talks today, together with Viv and Karlo. Thank you so much for joining, both of you. Um, so what we are what we are doing here, maybe to give a bit of background before we jump in, is we had an open call for our second edition of the AI Art Magazine. And in this open call, we had a jury who was curating the magazine out of these submissions. And Viv, thank you so much for coming. She's one of the jury members who has been looking at all the artworks and creating the magazine. And to make things a bit more interesting, a bit more special, every jury member had one golden ticket that he or she could award to one artist. And in this case, we've selected Karlo to be the golden ticket artist of her choice. And this is why we are here together. So we've also contributed a essay for the magazine where she wrote a bit about the magazine, about the artwork, and why she selected it. And as I already read it, I know that this is something really special happening. So before I hand over to you, maybe when you can introduce yourself a bit, and also I think it would be super interesting if you can tell the story. Like all the jury members always say, "Oh, it's so hard to select an artwork and to select the golden ticket." But I think for you it was a bit easier this time, right?
Yeah. So I'm Vivien, and I'm working in the Demoden. This is a company for creative technology. So I'm focusing on stuff like VR, AR, like all those technology kind of stuff I'm really interested in. And in the last couple of years, like I think 1-2 years, I'm really into AI and creative AI in general, and I always love to explore new tools and to try out everything and to just push the limits. And yeah, for the golden ticket, it's really funny because about a week or so before this artwork was sent to the jury, I stumbled upon it on Instagram, and I ended up on your page, Carlo, and I loved everything I saw. And but this piece especially stood out to me, so I saved it locally. Not only your Instagram page on my browser, because I hate doom scrolling on Instagram, so that's why I always have dedicated time for inspiration, like time frames in my week, where I would look on special artists and I would save them and come back to them every week, or also to just save some of the most beautiful pieces on my local computer. I'm really old school, still saving stuff. I know that you don't need to do this. It's just your iCloud gets quite full, but this is what I did. And then 1 week later, I saw it in the AI art magazine. I was like looking twice. I'm like, oh, I just saw it. I just saved it. So for me, it was just clear that I selected it as a golden ticket, and I wanted to be very fast so no one else can grab it because it felt like, especially to me, it felt like the universe was nudging me to choose it. And yeah, and I was visually drawn to the contrast between skin and technology and nature, and highlighting human vulnerability against the perfection of technology, because this is a big topic right now. Right now, AI is very. Some people love it, some people hate it, and it's always with that. Like technology is always something that we feel drawn towards, or also we hate it. And yeah, I loved in general. I loved the visuals in terms of I loved the colors, the gloom, the glitter. I just loved everything around it. Not only the theme, but also the look and feel. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can say you were really, really fast in selecting. So you were the fast.
Yeah,
You were
I'm
the first.
always like, I want to make sure that I'm the first one. Yeah.
You really were the first jury member to make the choice. So, Carlo, maybe I can share your artwork while you also
Mhm.
introduced yourself. So thank you so much for coming. And yeah, this is your work, and maybe you can introduce yourself and say a bit about the
Of
artwork.
course. Yes. before I introduce myself, I just want to thank you, Mike, for giving me a chance, and V for choosing me that easily.
Yeah.
that's that your story is really amazing. How you found me. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah,
Really
thank you
stars.
for contributing to our open call. We're really
Yeah.
happy to have you.
Thank you. Who is Carlo? I have 30 years. I'm 30 years old. I come from Croatia, and I really don't have that much of an art background. I have a full-time job doing something that is completely not related with art, but I was um, I was always doing something in the mean of art on my computer. I was working with Photoshop and photo manipulations for, I don't know, 15 years for sure. And there was a moment where I stopped doing it because it took a lot of time. And about 3.5 years ago, I found out about Mid Journey, and my whole art meaning shifted towards that. And I really I really got I really dived in, all in, like we say. So maybe I can say more about the piece, about the symbols and everything.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But before we go there, I really want to say that this is something I really love and I see a lot. Like I think if you agree that like this AI field generally like opened up the field of for so many super talented people who really want to express something now to step into the field. So yeah, I think this is a huge possibility for a lot of people, and it's so great to like to see your work here. So yeah, as you said, I mean this artwork is full of symbols like the Porsche and the rainbow and the bodies, and maybe you can tell us a bit about it. Yeah.
Yes, of course. The Porsche for me is a symbol of luxury, acceleration, power, and um illusion of control. Because I really know plenty of deeply unhappy people who are rich, money rich.
Mm.
Also, some of them drives Porsches, and as you can see in the car, there is a lot of chaos. Bodies are tangled, faces are all around of the inside, um, because it's all kind of messy and raw and human. I don't know how to say it. And the main part, I think that for me, exactly, the main part is the rainbow that is cutting through the car to the car wreckage. For me, that is a moment of clarity in all of our lives when we see a, a that small little moment of hope or happiness. I don't know. And that rainbow, it's not the destination like it usually is. Uh, for me, that is the reason that we are all keep moving, uh, because I really think that life, for the most of part, is some kind of suffering. Someone is suffering in all kind of ways every day, every second, and these little times in our days are this rainbow. And there's a famous line of a one singer from our Balkan area, and his quote is, I wrote it down. What is life? there is a year of birth and year of the death on the gravestone. The dash in the middle, that's life. Yes, it's really mind blowing for me, uh, and I think um, we are all chasing um, something that, in the end, most of the times it's not so meaningful. Um and I think we are forgetting to live in the present. I'm also fully guilty of that. We all follow some kind of global pattern: born, school, job, wife, husband, grandkids, and death in the end. Um, but I really think that not the main meaning of life is presence, but I think it's a big, huge part. Uh, and also, I think it's not easy for me. For me, also, I leave from home 7:30 a.m. I come back at 5:30 p.m. I have two kids, wife. When you come home, there is always some kind of pattern. Cook some jobs you need to do, play with your kids, put them to sleep, be with your partner, and I I'm fully caught in that web, that spider web, but I'm really working on escaping it. So bottom line, I think that many people are overloaded, overexposed, uh, out of syncs with ourselves, and I really see many lost people around me. So I think, uh, after all that I said now, I think everyone can connect with this image.
Yeah, I think that is really true, and if I think you're also connected with the title, right? So this chasing meaning at full speed. So we just talked a bit, couple of minutes before the stream, and we found out both of you like moved out of more crowded cities to calm down a bit. Do you think this is a tendency of our time to try to reduce the full speed again a bit?
I mean, personally, I feel like it. Yeah, I mean, we both, Carlo and me, we moved out of the city and more closer to nature, and maybe to yeah avoid this speed that we are feeling drawn towards, but also feel like it could hurt us. And I mean, I'm coming from a creative field. I'm working in a creative field since many years, and I feel like there was a time where I almost felt like burned out and I didn't want to do any creative stuff anymore because it just felt like a job. It is a job. In the end, it was a job. It is a job. It's still a job. But I started because of curiosity when I was young. But then with every year that passes by, was more and more like a job. Of course, you would do your side projects and maybe some stuff at home, but it would become less and less because you are burned out. And I think when we talk about AI, um, it could feel like a rebirth to creativity, and also a first birth to creativity for people that haven't been in a creative field, as we just mentioned. And I think AI can be a new muse, so to speak, like a muse to us, and to inspire us to have fun, exploring new possibilities that we maybe didn't even think about yet, and to explore new fields and to explore new creative ways of expressing ourselves that we haven't been able to because maybe we we had a lack of craftsmanship. We didn't know how to do it, or we didn't know how to use the tools. Maybe we don't even know the tools. And AI gives us opportunities to have to it's both. Like, I love to have many hats on and to be able to be my own team. Like, I can be a creative director, art director, designer, videographer, photographer. I can do everything now, but at the same time it's so much. So again, I feel like a burnout, like I have a burnout, because now I can do more and I want more, and we always want more. People want more. We always want more. And I think I also started to reflect this feeling over life in general. We always want more, but what's the meaning in the end of the day, when before we die? What was the meaning then? So the little things, I guess, less is more, and the little to focus on little things in life, what really gives meaning. But it's for everyone, it's different, right? And but I think reflecting, being mindful about what is really making me happy, and I think that's a really hard question to be answered for every one of us. I think now I discussed everything at once. It was just a really big topic. Yeah. um
It
yeah,
is a
but I
big
hope,
topic, but it's
yeah,
a
but I hope
super,
you know
super
what
interesting.
I was
Yeah.
going to, all of, yeah, creativity, life, meaning, yeah, everything is just coming together. And I don't know, AI is, for me, is really cool, but at the same time I'm very much also, it's just a lot, and I feel afraid and happy at the same time. But I think that's what life is. We always could be afraid and happy, and it's a ping pong back and forth. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So Carlo, you wrote about that parenthood changed your sense of time. Is this also a bit like playing into this topic of like changing perception of what are what are the things to run after, how what are the risks of going at full speed all the time, like what I see a bit in this artwork also, like we go full time and then we have to crash basically. So is this also something that has been like becoming a father changed your perspective on that a bit, or is this something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it changed my perspective a lot, actually. I created this piece, I think it was mid-June, or it was early June. I just came back to work from 2 months of my parental leave. And when I returned, the tourist season was already started. I work in tourism. I work as a team leader in the reservation center of one of the largest hotel chains in Croatia, and I'm managing team of 12 people. So that's mentally exhausting on its own, you know. And then you go home, and then you got all of that, all of family stuff you need to do. And in the end of the day, I can finally dive into my creative work. And uh, a lot of the times I'm most creative when I'm exhausted. I don't know how to I don't know how to put it in I don't know how
Wow.
to put it in I don't know how to put it in words, but my mind sometimes is doing really weird when I'm tired. I when my kids wake up in the middle of the night, there is some crazy thought in my mind, and in the middle, I don't know, 2 a.m. I write a prompt in Midjourney and just click send, go to sleep, and it's a surprise in the morning.
That's so cool. That's
Yes,
so cool. We didn't have that before. That's really cool thing
yes,
to do.
you know, you couldn't wake up in 2 a.m. Go draw something for 2 hours and go to sleep. No, you can't do that. You can, but you need to be really crazy for that. So actually, most of my work in the last, maybe from June or a bit later, leans towards some darker themes. In the last few months, I also started adding some songs and poetry that I've written it myself, and uh, uh, I think for me the main goal from then on is when someone looks at that image, he doesn't even to read the caption, but I really encourage my audience to read the caption because I want to transfer that feeling to them. You know, I want them to stop doom scrolling, like Viv said, and take a moment and think about the caption or the image that I made and how that is reflecting to their own lives. Uh, and actually, it's kind of funny because it's really totally opposite from who I am. I'm really not dark. I'm really a jokester, and everyone who knows me will say he's a jokester. And oftentimes, my wife doesn't believe me when I'm serious about something because she thinks I'm joking, and she always says that will cost you someday. But I don't know.
So, but this creativity also helps you a bit to like relax and is a bit of a counterpart to the stress you have during your day, or
Yes, it's a mm, it's a big stress relief because when I'm making art, I often feel the same presence when I'm with my family, with my kids,
mm,
wife, sister, mother, father. I don't know, because I think I fell in love with the whole process of making AI art, and maybe I'm in the love with the machine, like I'm with my family. I don't know, but it's a really weird feeling. People
You,
didn't have. Yes, say.
no, continue. I just have a question after
Uh,
that.
it's uh, it's a really weird feeling, and I think artists before didn't have the same feeling because you can uh, you can make I don't know 500 images in 1 2 hours. It's a lot. It's a lot images to go through, to think about every one of them. It's really a lot. It's but that exactly is making me it's also a contradiction because it's a lot, but it makes me calm.
mm.
Yeah, I feel you. You said that you didn't have a job in terms of like you haven't have a creative job, but you said that you are working with Photoshop since 15 years. So what did you do in Photoshop before you stumbled upon AI?
I was working on photo manipulations, so it's a perfect combination that
Yeah.
when AI came up, my mind was blown up. My wife every day tells me leave the phone, and every time when she looks at my phone, it's prompt. It's some kind of text going on my screen because through the day I'm having these ideas when I'm walking down the streets, when I'm in a car going to my work, when I start when I sit in a job talking with people. So it's really important to write these prompts as you go through the day. I think that really helped me.
It almost sounds like an addiction.
Yes, but it is. I
It
You
think
is
know,
it
right.
is.
when you say addiction, I mean when I read about Karlo, what he wrote in his submission text, I also read like I think you made 1,500 versions of this work until you were happy and until it was the way you were. I mean, this is also like a bit of an obsession, right? So I mean, you're really like I have the feeling like you really have something on your mind that you want to achieve, and then you're like working and working like crazy until you get exactly what you want, right? Or how is this process looking?
Yes, it's almost always like that. But this one I was really chasing, like the title said. Uh, the earlier versions of it, there was symbols scattered all around the image.
You shared some with us, so let me show
Yes,
one.
of course, share it. So actually, all of these images have uh, almost the same meaning like the first one. Uh, like you see that the cars and the bodies tangled are up there. In the middle, there is a calming sea, part of the rainbow glowing in the sea, and some code down there. Uh, it's similar, but it's scattered all around. And when I made the original image, I um, I instantly knew what I need to make on that image to be perfect. And I think these aha moments are something that I really love the most when I'm doing something like this. The Actually, I was trying to find yes, this also,
I
but
love this one. Love it.
yes, it's cool, but the car is not super luxury car that I was chasing for. It's more like
Mm.
30-year-old car. uh, yes, but what I wanted to say is that the original image didn't had the rainbow in the middle. I
Mhm.
tried to find it to you so you can share, but I couldn't find it because I don't know which program did I use to edit it. It didn't have the rainbow inside, and it didn't have people inside. So the moment when I saw the scattered breakage of the Porsche and everything, and in that image everything is concentrated in the middle. It's like a showroom or like a museum piece of car wreckage that has real meaning. You know, like in this image, it's all scattered around. You
Yeah.
can always find the same meaning in these images, but this one that I put for a magazine, that one really stuck me because it's all concentrated in the middle, and you can't escape your eyes from looking at it, from looking all of it.
Absolutely. And you just mentioned the rainbow. So I wrote this down because Viv wrote something about the rainbow in her essay, which I thought is really interesting. You said the rainbow is not an answer, but a flicker of clarity. So do you
Yes,
think this is, yeah?
but yeah,
I think, yeah,
that's
I think that's exactly what I was talking about when I meant the little moments in life that you need to find to make yourself happy. That's almost what this little rainbow is to me. Like sometimes there's a second um in your life or in your day where you feel like totally, oh, I figured it all out. I know what is important to me. Oh, and I know what I need to do to make myself happy and what I need to do to feel completely satisfied. But it's just a second, and then 5 minutes later, you're on the toilet doom scrolling in Instagram, and you forget about this what you just figured out yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the flicker. That's a little moment of, oh, I know what I need to do to make myself more happy. But then life happens. Yeah, I mean, that's how I saw it.
So when you
yeah,
say like the work is called chasing meaning at full speed, so Carlo, do you think you caught it, the meaning?
uh, Absolutely no.
Mm.
No, no. I think nobody got it, but as I said earlier, I still think that we are living we are not living in the presence enough.
Mm.
For the last, I don't know, 15 years, I think it's really like that. And like we've said, I'm on one side, I'm extremely happy for all the AI uh, things that are happening that are good, but I think I'm more afraid of it that I'm happy about it.
Mm.
That's that's interesting. Yeah. Maybe I think we're slowly getting to an end, but I would like to open for the community. If anyone has a question, that would be a very good point of time to drop it in the notes. Um, Otherwise, we will also be around, doom scrolling, looking into the into the comments if you leave a question a bit later, and we can also answer it from there. But yeah, so if there are any questions, I think that would be the perfect moment of sharing it. And maybe in the meantime, we could mention that we are currently preparing the magazine. So the printing house is just making the last little bits and pieces and is going to finalize it. So next week we will have it in our hands, and I'm really happy to yeah, read your essay with and see your work in real time and the real thing. And we're also preparing for a show in Paris where we're going to bring bring the works, all the golden tickets, and we will have them there. So this is also going to be super exciting. And yeah, thank you so much for contributing your work with us. Oh, we have a question. Karlo, where did you take inspiration from? First, idea first, music, chaos of Midjourney. So,
I didn't understand the question.
okay, sorry, let me read slower. So the question is, Karlo, where did you take your inspiration from?
Oh, where
Did you
did I
have the
take my
idea
inspiration?
first, or was it music, or was it from chaos of Midjourney?
Uh, many of my pieces start with music. If you go through my feed, uh, I think that is a really cool playlist. You can go through instead of going through Spotify. I was also thinking of making exact playlist of all the songs I have on my Instagram. Uh, but yes, songs and musics are a big part of my life, and many of my pieces starts with some song, and I'm really start to do something without music. I listen to some music, maybe write down some prompts around that, and the idea just keep building. It was not the exact idea from the start. I started getting these images that you showed that are not the piece, and it was all scattered. And when I saw that one, I knew, okay, this is the direction I wanted to go. So no, the idea is really the one. I just love to play with Midjourney and all the others AI tools and just go with it one full chaos, and then you will find something that you like and and then follow that direction.
Thank you very much. So again, Carlo, thank you so much for sharing your work with us and also for taking the time and having the conversation and sharing a bit of background. And also, thank you so much for being on the jury for the second time now. It's really pleasure to yeah be here with both of you. So thank you very much. And if anyone has questions, you can drop them in the comments, and I think we will answer them during the next days.
Thank you very much, Mike, and thank you very much, V, one more time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
See ya, bye.